हम यही सोच रहे हैं कि हम राष्ट्रहित में वोट करें।
मुद्दों पे आप वोट दे रहे हैं इस बार?
बस विकास पे
वोट दिया जा रहा है। आप किन मुद्दों पे इस बार वोट दे रहे हैं?
विकास पे और
विकास।
रोजगारी पे।
हम विकास के नाम पर ही वोट देंगे।
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and thank you for tuning into a brand new episode of The Nation Wants to Know. I'm Deepthi Sachdeva and today we are not in the studios. We are where we belong, on the roads, on the streets. We are in Jammu and Kashmir, the state that is looking at elections after 10 long years, the state that was yearning for democracy, Kashmir that is called the paradise on earth, and good enough reasons for that. We are on the beautiful Jhelum River frontier. We have an entire panel of guests. But before I introduce you to these panel of guests joining us, I want you to look at certain numbers. Remember, these are numbers of the voter turnout till now. Because any election, and you look at the voter turnout, that is a clear reflection of how participative that election has been. And we as a country take pride in the fact that we are the world's largest, the ever-growing, beautiful, noisy democracy that we are. Look at the voter turnout today in Jammu and Kashmir elections. 24 seats, remember, that have gone to polling today. We'll put those numbers out on your screens. You've seen most of the Pir Panjal range there voting. You've seen 16 seats in Kashmir and the rest in Jammu that have voted today. Until about 5 p.m., 58.19%, ladies and gentlemen, 58.19% is the voter turnout in today's first phase of elections in Jammu and Kashmir. That voter turnout has a clear message. Is this a vindication for Naya Kashmir? Is this a vindication for a lot of that effort, remember, that has gone on to ensure that people start believing in democracy, come out and vote? You don't have the hartals anymore. Thankfully, we don't have stone pelting. We've seen some concerning incidents of terror that are being tackled right now, particularly in the Jammu region. You've seen the abrogation of Article 370. You are seeing normalcy here. You know, as we are reporting, bringing to you this entire live reportage, we don't have a lot of security paraphernalia. We can walk across, we can just, take a stroll on the Dal or here on the Jhelum River front. What does this tell us? I want to also tell you certain numbers that have come into us of different areas. Remember, you're looking at Banihal, turnout of almost a 68%. You've seen a 70% turnout almost in Doda. Indarwal has seen a turnout of an 80.6%. Also, regions in Kishtwar, 77%. A lot of these areas, remember, are South Kashmir. Now, South Kashmir, we've also traveled many times to Jammu and Kashmir. South Kashmir region is considered to be the hotbed of militancy, of terror. We've seen stone pelting here almost so very frequently. And that is why this turnout today has a message. And also the critical question that continues to be talked about, who will form the next government in Jammu and Kashmir? We've spoken to newsmakers like Farooq Abdullah Saab, like engineer Rashid Iltija, everyone who today believes that Jammu and Kashmir will give you an astounding verdict. Parties like the National Conference, parties like the PDP have been speaking of the fact that this is an election, that is a referendum on the abrogation of Article 370. On the other side, the BJP continues to maintain that this is the Naya Kashmir that is tired of militancy, it is tired of Parivarvad, it's tired of corruption, it's coming out to vote in good numbers. Without wasting time, but with a promise that I will make you hear what we heard from Farooq Abdullah Saab when we asked him if he would be willing to do an alliance with the BJP, and his engineer Rashid, the newsmaker this election season. Also, what does he say of that meeting that he had with Narendra Modi before the abrogation of Article 370? So all that and much more. Let me quickly take a moment to introduce our panel of guests joining us. Right next to me here is Shazia Ilmi, the national spokesperson of the BJP. We also have Shujata Bashir, spokesperson of the DPAP. And we also have Congress's Abid joining us. We also have Advocate Ahmed Ayazji, who's a political analyst on the show, and also Tausif Shaji, who represents the PDP on the show. Let's begin by asking Shazia. Shazia, you've been in Kashmir for the last, many days.
Fortnight.
Yes, you've been speaking to a lot of people, taking part in a lot of these rallies. Now, first up, tell me this astounding turnout that we are seeing, almost expected to touch a 65%. Is this a vote for Naya Kashmir?
Absolutely, and I think it's brilliant. This is a great turnout. It's a reaffirmation of the fact that people want to engage, and it is a participative democracy. I hail the Indian Constitution, which prevails. I hail the Indian flag, the Tiranga, under which these elections are being held. And I think it's a great moment. For the first time, you see so many, not just the cadres or the candidates, but voters feeling excited, wanting to go out there. Huge queues, women coming out and wanting to express their vote, their will, so to speak. So in that sense, and a lot of folks from here who do not want to tell me as to which party they are with, tell me that there is that Aman Bahali, that peace and stability, and a feeling of freedom. So I think there is this, for the first time, we're seeing freedom from fear. There was a sense of fear, of foreboding that lurked earlier, and this huge turnout. Remember in 2019, we had barely 19% of voting. It increased and we had panchayat elections, BDC elections, DDC elections. And in 24 it went up to 50. But now we're looking at 65 to 68.
Okay.
And that's astounding, and so congratulations to people of Jammu and Kashmir, 24 constituencies who have done extremely well by exercising the franchise.
Yes, so Tausif Shaji, you're sitting on the other end. Should you be worried? Should the Mehbooba Muftis and should the Abdullahs be really worried? Because if you're seeing such a great turnout, and all this is happening without any, fear. And we must tell all our viewers that not a single violence-related incident that has been reported throughout the day in Jammu and Kashmir. So that is what, the story is all about today. Is there a message also for Mehbooba Mufti and for the Abdullahs here, sir?
Thanks, Dipti, for getting me on the panel. So, first of all, I'd like to say that it's not anything that we should be worried about. Because we have to correct our statistics. If we go back to 2014, we had seen a voter turnout of approximately 61%. If we go to 2014 parliament elections now, once again, so the voter turnout was approximately 68.
Correct.
Overall voter turnout. I'm not saying so, but this 50%. So we cannot say that we are worried. We are same. Maybe.
Who is this turnout for? I'll ask you a simpler question.
Yeah.
Who is this turnout for?
This is obviously I can say that this is a referendum. It's a referendum because when they abrogated Article 370, the main thing what they said is that vikas hoga, sabka vikas sabke saath. Then the third thing is they said that हर किसी को नौकरी मिलेगी. But we have seen that they have robbed us of our jobs. They have robbed us of our contracts. I'll give you a very simple example. Before we started at 5 August 2019, we had an unemployment ratio of approximately 20 to 24%.
Okay.
Now, right on this date, we have 47%, approximately 47%. Now we can see that when my own son, my own family is without a job, how can I offer my job to a neighbor? This
But
already happens.
Are you saying it's only the last 10 years responsible for this, or this has been a problem in Kashmir?
No, we
because the only job or the only employment, and I must tell you this, we were speaking to engineer Rashid just about yesterday. He said कुछ ऐसी परिवारवाद वाली पार्टियां हैं जहां पर एक ही employment था कि आप जाकर पत्थर मारिए. Stone pelting was the only job that was offered to the youth.
No, it was not the stone pelting. We can say that yes, we agree. We agree that they have dealt with a very solid, very.
You
I
agree?
can say very solid.
You say
yes.
Narendra Modi has dealt with all
a
this
very
with
solid
a
hand.
face?
Very solid hand.
Okay.
Yes, but he has done lots of mistakes, which can only be reversed if he gives back Article 370. If you remember, our party president, Ms. Mehbooba Mufti, said that if any party is going to resolve the Kashmir issue permanently, we are going to support the party unconditionally. Be it any party. She has not named any party, NC, PDP.
Are you willing to go with the BJP post the election results? Let me ask you that now. Because
But
you,
once
you
they
see...
give back 370,
Okay.
if they agree to give back the 370, yes, we are for 370. What we had, what we did, the alliance with them, it was just to save 370. Now, if they are again giving us back 370, yes,
Okay.
we'll go with them.
Okay, Ahmad Ayazji, before I come to you, Shazia, Ahmad Ayazji, and you know, Farooq Abdullah ji was also speaking to us, and he said Mehbooba Mufti and the PDP needs to be blamed because you ensured the BJP gets a toehold here, and that is how they have consolidated their position. So is the PDP also looking within, Tauseef ji? That's a question that many would ask you. But Ahmad Ayazji, tell me something, the National Conference. Omar Abdullah initially said, मैं तो चुनाव ही नहीं लड़ूंगा. I'm not fighting these elections. Then, you know, he's fighting these elections from 2 seats. The buzz is, and there is a conspiracy theory, that there is a tacit understanding between the BJP and the National Conference. Is that true?
Yes, exactly.
PDP says it is true.
No, I think it cannot be
So
said
you can
to
take
be,
the mic a little closer, please.
it cannot be said to be true. Why? Because you see, as regards your question that as to why Umar Abdullah first said that I will not be contesting elections, and now then thereafter he has contested at 2 places. I mean, it cannot be seen just because he has some understanding somewhere or something, as you allege. It is not that. See, true is, we said that time also, Umar Abdullah will be forced to contest. Despite that,
Who forced him to contest?
I
Was
tell
it the
you,
BJP?
it was conditions. I tell you, we that time also we said that the conditions will so happen that Umar Abdullah will be contesting the elections. The reason being, there are 2 people in National Conference. We see that the National Conference will be the only party which will get good number of seats in Kashmir.
But I asked you, how can you say this when Umar Abdullah lost the Lok Sabha elections? He
No,
lost the
that's
election
one.
by over 2 lakh
No, you
votes.
can't. No, that is
Yes.
one.
So people have rejected Umar Abdullah. People don't want Umar Abdullah perhaps
No,
anymore.
let me explain. That's one. Of course, that was a surprise. The surprise was just because there was a wave type of situation which nobody could foresee.
Whose
That
way was
Engineer Rashid, I mean, it was not against Umar Abdullah.
Okay.
I tell you, it was not against Umar Abdullah. Well, there is a discontentment. There is, that people feel bad of the regional political parties in general, that we agree. But to say that it was directed against Umar Abdullah, it was not that. The situation was against him. No. That the winning of Abdul Rashid Engineer against him was on 2-3 factors. One being that some work, little work, which the Engineer Rashid has done as MLA. Then second, the sympathy wave because he being in the jail.
But why have you
And
then
third
been targeting Engineer
no,
Rashid
third
if
being,
you believe
no,
he's
third-
done good
no,
work?
let me
Why have you
complete.
been targeting
No,
him?
let me complete. I won't agree here.
Huh.
The third, the important being that there is a message given that the whole system, the vote is against the whole system. It was a message for the whole system. It was a vote against the system.
Okay.
Besides, what you call it, discontentment of the people. It was not against Umar as a Umar.
Okay.
It was against the system.
Maybe
So
Omar needs to wake up and smell the coffee. This time he's
That's true.
contesting from
It's
2
not only
seats.
Umar.
Okay, now
Every
because we
political
have spoken
party-
about Engineer Rashid, allow me a moment. This is a conversation we had with Engineer Rashid just about yesterday. He had this exclusive chat with us where he opens up on that very direct question. Is Engineer Rashid a pawn by the BJP? Will he seek an alliance with the BJP post the results if there is, remember, an opportunity like that? Let's quickly play out his very first response to Times Now on that big question.
Can Engineer Rashid club with the BJP to form the next government in Jammu and Kashmir?
Why can't you say can BJP club with Engineer Rashid? We will emerge the largest party, one. But BJP का और हमारा कैसे रिश्ता हो सकता है जिन्होंने मेरे से इतना कुछ किया? Yes, that day Modi ji, if he gives a roadmap for permanent resolution of Kashmir issue, then
What is the permanent resolution of the Kashmir
you know
issue?
it. Everybody knows it. Let them talk first. Modi ji says, I have given you a Naya Kashmir. It is not a Naya Kashmir. It is a very dirty Kashmir now. Let him make some claim and let him make a propaganda in the national media. get them trapped in these narratives. Resolution is that let all the stakeholders talk.
All right, so for the benefit of all our guests also here, because we are out here on the location, Engineer Rashid, when he's asked that whether he'll be okay having an alliance with the BJP, he says, why don't you ask me, Shazia, instead, that will the BJP be okay in having an alliance with me? And I'm okay in talking to Narendra Modi Sahib if he is able to provide to us a full resolution of the Kashmir issue. What will you do?
So there are many questions asked, and most of the questions are directed at BJP. So I would first like to respond to my friend from PDP, who says that they want Article 370 back. Now, Article 370 is gone. 35A is gone. It's part of history now. Supreme Court has put a seal on it, so it ain't coming back anytime soon. So to tell the people that they want it, and National Conference is doing the same thing, I think is almost like befooling people. And it's very shocking that National Conference and Congress Party together want removal of, they want repeal
The
or
restoration
of Article 370, knowing very well that these are the parties which talk about the Constitution. So while we are fighting for the Constitution, while these parties go around carrying those copies of Constitution, they want to speak against the Constitution. So Congress must come clean on that. Also the whole idea of reservations that Congress has suddenly woken up to. And Rahul Gandhi has defied his own dad, his father, his grandmother and great-grandfather, and when it comes to reservation, and gone totally against what Congress believed in. Why would they be okay with the abrogation of 370, which actually the removal has led to a restoration of rights, legal status, domicile status, and Arakshan.
Shazia, yes, I have to ask you a quick question now. Should we, if we just flip this question, and I'll get both the Congress and the DPAP also been waiting to speak. If yes, I will allow you to respond, but if the BJP loses or does not do as well as you think that the party is doing in these elections, will you consider this as a referendum on the abrogation of Article 370?
There is no way BJP will ever consider this. This has been a part of manifesto forever. Article 370 is gone, and you can see what it's led to. Today's election is a testimony.
And will you ever support an Engineer Rashid?
Let me finish. It's a testimony to that we are actually seeing development. The economy of Jammu and Kashmir has doubled 1.17 lakh crores to now 2.45 crores in just 7 years, thanks to all of this. People want Shanti and peace, and I think this is what is given. So that's one. But Engineer Rashid, where Engineer Rashid is concerned, all of them say that he's some kind of a proxy and he's been let out of jail. But when it comes to elections being held, and we say that, we were never averse to elections, they said the courts mandated it. Similarly, the courts have also given him interim bail. Why would you want to thank the courts when it comes to elections and blame the BJP when it comes to Engineer
Because the
Rashid
BJP was not ready for elections until the Supreme Court put a deadline, and they said.
Exactly, for the very same
reason.
reason.
They forced you to have elections in Jammu and Kashmir.
They forced or did not force? Who forced them not to have elections, panchayat elections? Who forced PDP and NC and all the parties here not to have BDC, BDC
I
panchayat
quickly have to get Abid and Sujata into the conversation. Abid, are you looking a little concerned? You shouldn't have done the alliance with the NC. What is your report on day one, the first phase of polling? The numbers, the turnout is very encouraging. But is this number for the NC? Is this number for the PDP? Is it for your alliance, or is it for the BJP?
Thank you. Shazia talk about reservation. Rahul Gandhi clearly said that we support reservation even we increase more than 50% when we comes into power. So it's fascinating to see the democratic process in action after a long gap. So people are happy and excited to come vote for safeguarding their identity, their rights and development. ये जो आज वोटिंग टर्नआउट आपने देखा, जितने भी फैसले 2019 के बाद हुए, ये उन फैसलों के नकारने के ये वोटिंग है. यानी कि कश्मीरी लोगों ने दिखाया कि बीजेपी ने जितने भी फैसले लिए वो सब फैसले हमें नामंजूर है.
तो अगर बीजेपी जीत जाती है, आबिद, अगर बीजेपी इलेक्शन जीत जाती है, तो आप ये मानेंगे कि आप लगातार ये तमाम जो पिच उठा रखते हैं कि एब्रोगेशन ऑफ आर्टिकल 370 was wrong, that was right.
But that should be free and fair.
So you're already alleging these elections have not been free and fair, is it?
That's all they used
We
to.
cannot say because
Because that's all they've
find
known.
any fees.
That is all PDP and NC have done. They have rigged the polls, and we all know how militancy started.
We
It's
never
because
did
of
this.
rigging.
We never did this. Otherwise,
When
we would
NC
have.
has
We never
national
did this.
conference, and we all know
Otherwise,
the
we would
famous
have.
You believe
altogether
relation of
44
the
seats, and we would not. We would not have gone to alliance with you, not given you a chance of dissolving the assembly. Your governor dissolved the assembly, saying that the facts is
No,
not
no,
working.
Tawseef ji,
This
do
is
you
the height of
accept
things
that
that
this
is
has been a
Raj
free
Bhavan.
and fair
The facts was
election?
not working.
I mean, for a moment, Shazia.
Already they're making excuses.
Yes, and for a moment,
No, no.
we
It's
must
not
not
excuse, it's
underestimate the voter. Tawseef
This
ji,
is
Tawseef ji,
2018
please.
what I'm saying.
Please, I have to get Sujata into the conversation. For a moment, we must not underestimate the voter. We've seen long voting queues today. You know, the same booths that have seen a total boycott. And for the PDP today to say that the elections possibly have been rigged, is that a fair charge? Does the DPAP agree
No, we
with
don't
this?
say they have been rigged. We don't
So you
say they have been
accept
rigged.
they've been
What
free
we
and
say
fair?
is that
Nobody say
if
that they are.
BJP wins, because no
So
way
if the
you go on
BJP
ground,
wins, the
if
elections
you go
are
on the
rigged.
ground, you can see that मैं ये श्योरिटी के साथ
Is
बोलता हूँ कि
that a defeatist attitude
जमानत
already,
जब्त हो जाएगी
Tawseef
बीजेपी की
ji?
कश्मीर में.
Are you accepting defeat already?
Now if they show us that we have won 3 or 4 seats,
Huh.
obviously we would be forced to think that elections have been rigged. Because
So you
nobody is
already
happy with their
accepted
policies.
defeat?
Because nobody is happy with their policies.
No, the people will go up. The people are voting. The people will
But
decide. Shujata?
they're voting for other parties, minus BJP, every other party except.
But how do you know who has voted for whom? We don't know that yet. We'll
we
have
are
to
working
wait
on the
till October
ground.
the
We have
8th.
done the election campaign. We have seen.
People are fed up.
We have
Because
seen
last
that they are
10
not
years,
even able to
people
go on
have
a
suffered.
campaign.
Article which was our identity. And why with the Jammu and Kashmir only? There was a second, there's a Maharashtra. Why in Jammu and Kashmir? There was other states. Why they were not removed there? And everything happens in J&K. Instead of removing that, why didn't they release the people who are inside the jails? The people who, parents are waiting for their kids when they will come out. What are their problems? Why don't they change? They said Naya Kashmir. Where is Naya Kashmir?
You don't see Naya Kashmir?
No, not at all. Where is Naya Kashmir? Every time they promise, but promises are all false.
Isn't this a Naya Kashmir that
No,
we are
this
able
is
to
not
sit
Naya
on a
Kashmir.
riverfront, do
This
a
is not
discussion
Naya
like
Kashmir.
this?
If they removed the article, why there was a curfew? Why there was an internet was closed? Because they were scared. They were knowing
Yeah, they
people.
were scared for people of Kashmir.
No, they were not
They didn't
scared.
want
They were
deaths
knowing
of
people are not
civilians.
accepting. Nobody accepts till this today. And only election they are just voting because they are fed up with their governments. Whatever is happening in Jammu and Kashmir, the people are getting arrested. Today is an election. The guys were youth were arrested. Why? What are the problems with it? They are saying we are going to change Naya Kashmir. Where is Naya Kashmir? Where are the jobs for the youth? The people are towards the drugs. Why?
So
Because
who's
of
to
their-
be blamed for that, Sujata?
Definitely the government who is working in the
You're blaming the center.
Of course,
The
center.
BJP is to be
Of
blamed.
course, in the center.
Okay.
Who is responsible for this? They said that Hanji article 370 history ban gaya. Why history? That was our identity. We were a country. After country became a state. Now we are UT.
So does this
and
mean?
two UTs.
Okay. Does this mean the DPAP, the PDP, the National
Everyone,
Conference,
I think
everyone wants
if
the
it is-
restoration
if you ask any
of
party,
Article
if you
370?
ask the people,
Obviously.
What about the
ask
Congress?
people
Abid,
here.
Abid.
Ask the general people.
Amit,
here.
what about the Congress? What about the Congress?
जैसे ही हमारी सरकार बनेगी
हाँ।
सबसे पहले जो हमें मैनिफेस्टो में भी दिखाया सबसे पहले जो जरूरी है वो स्टेटहुड को पहले सबसे पहले हम रिस्टोर करेंगे
What about 370?
370 जो कोर्ट ने फैसला दिया फिलहाल हम उसी के साथ है हुकूमत जब आएगी उसके बाद हम जो स्टेप लेने होंगे 370 के लिए वो हम ले लेंगे
But then did you tell this to Farooq Abdullah and to Omar Abdullah before stitching an alliance?
No, not even that. Did they tell the people of Jammu and Kashmir? Did they go to Kashmir saying that we are actually not with National Conference when it comes to 370? Isn't that lying and isn't it a travesty?
No, alliance
aren't
does not- alliance does not mean
aren't you
we
fooling
are
the
going to
people and
change
saying
our
that you do not
manifesto.
stand for 370?
Okay.
Has there been one announcement by Rahul Gandhi saying that he does not believe in this part of National Conference, which is the primal part of their manifesto? Clearly, we can see there are already cracks and they were never together. But on the face of it, they seem to be together. And I think Congress has a lot to answer for. And I challenge Rahul Gandhi to take Omar Abdullah and take him to Maharashtra and take him to Haryana and say, I stand with this man. This is the alliance, and we want dialogue with Pakistan. We want MSC trade with Pakistan. We stand with Cisson Pelter, and And we want stone pelting,
हरियाणा में
and
भी
we want
कांग्रेस
to
की
have
हुकूमत आएगी
terrorism and
और
more
जम्मू कश्मीर
terrorism.
में भी अलायंस की
And
हुकूमत
secession
बनेगी
is
Okay.
और
All right.
बीजेपी
So the BJP is throwing a dare. The Congress is saying I'm accepting it. The PDP is still confused whether these elections are rigged or not. Umar Abdullah, maybe he's scared that he's fighting from 2 seats. We are running out of time. Quickly.
Because they asked that with Naya Kashmir. Naya Kashmir is a liquor here. To introduce the liquor, what does that mean? That is a Naya Kashmir. So why they introduce all these things here? Because they want that the youth should be engaged with this thing.
Okay.
Why not the people? They change the education section.
All
Why
right.
they didn't change the?
Okay, Tawseef ji, Shazia,
Just give me one
we've
moment, just
completely
give me
run
one
out of
moment,
time.
Shazia,
We've completely run out of time. 5 seconds. 5
Shazia,
seconds.
just
For
give
the
me one
first
moment,
time, this is the first UT/state, because no other state has 2 aims, 1 IIT, 1 IIM. Can you imagine? Not just that, this time there are 1,000 more medical seats being given, and not even that, stone pelters. Not a single stone pelter.
All right.
Manifesto.
Apologies. I will just have to cut you here. Yes. Okay. All right. People will decide. People will decide. Yes, Sujata.
You don't know. You don't know.
All right,
It's in
Shazia,
my
Shazia.
manifesto, in BJP manifesto.
Okay,
In
all right.
BJP manifesto, there are 1,000 more medical seats for students of Kashmir.
All right.
I stated.
Lot of
I know more about
promises.
manifesto than she
Why
does.
students are still?
All right,
Your
Sujata,
manifesto.
Shazia.
Talk about your manifesto.
All right.
Talk about
We-
your manifesto.
Yes.
Talk about your manifesto.
All right.
What is the medical college here? All the students are from Rajasthan, from outside Jammu Kashmir.
Okay.
And the students from Jammu Kashmir, where are
Okay.
they?
That's what I
I
said. That's what
have
they said.
completely run out of time. I've completely run out of time. Okay.
Just give me one moment, please.
Tawseef ji, I've run out of time, sir. Take 1 second only.
Just
1
3
second.
seconds.
Yes.
We are not confused about that elections are rigged.
Okay.
We are on the ground. Have you on the ground seen any BJP rally coming out in the city?
They're scared.
Have you seen?
All right, all right. Okay, so I think on the 8th of October. All right, Shujata, I'll have to wrap. Apologies. On the 8th of October, Jammu and Kashmir will tell us whether this is a Naya Kashmir, the vindication for Naya Kashmir as Shazia is talking, or there is no Naya Kashmir, as the entire opposition has kind of told us. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here at the Jhelum Riverfront. Only for what of time. On the other side, back with lots more. Thank you.